We're here in Wellington. It's the capital city of New Zealand. It's just one small city in one small country in this big world. You probably see a whole lot of commercial buildings everywhere you go in the world, and they kind of look quite similar on the inside. Most of them have got fluorescent lights, grey partitions, lowered ceilings, and they're sealed units mainly powered by air conditioning for natural airflow. So we're up here on level 3 and been based here for about the last couple of years, but just recently taken on the whole lease for the floor, and some pretty big plans. So let's go check the place out. So one thing I've noticed, after being in offices for years and kind of also being able to travel the world a lot, is that you really don't want those painful lights. The lowered ceiling doesn't offer a lot of value. It's just not really built for people to hang out and spend large amounts of time. Everyone leaves these places, goes home to quite a comfortable environment. So I think the challenge here is to turn the office into a really comfortable environment people want to hang out in. So, this is level 3. Hey mate, how you going?
Hey bro.
So one of the first things we thought we might start doing is taking out the walls and getting rid of some of these pieces of lowered ceiling. We've got ourselves a little bit of a plan, but there's a whole lot of unknowns still to go. So this is just a standard commercial space. It's got a whole lot of internal walls. None of those are structural. There's just a few beams on the outside and pillars. So all these walls can actually be taken out without affecting the structure of the building. Here's the main office space that we've been rocking in for a while. So we've had about up to 27 or 30 people in this space. Pretty standard kind of stuff. A few more plants around here, pretty open plan. But we're about to try and make something a bit more dramatic. Just here next door, just kicking off our first changes. So, pulling out the glass, taking out the walls, dropping this lowered ceiling. Sparky's already been through, so he's gone through the internal walls, taken out all the wiring. There's no more power points, no more lights, all in the internal space. So we can pretty much go, just start ripping it to bits now. The quick outcome, after just a few hours, you can already start getting back to this kind of setup. Our plans, we'll start it here. Scrapbook. Good thing about scrapbook is every page is a different colour. No chance of getting bored and straining your mind. So we've just come out of the lifts into here. Basically, when you walk out, there's no longer going to be any walls in the entire floor. And that's about 450 square metres. We're basically going to open up the whole space, have a bunch of shared areas, have a bunch of areas we can work from. And right here, we've got some glass. And that's really just a service door at the moment. We're actually going to open this whole thing up here and put in bifold doors. And then inside here, put in internal decking. So at least now we can start getting a whole lot of natural airflow. If we can pull air in this end, put some windows at the other end, we'll get the place recertified as a non-sealed unit, the whole place starts breathing. Second thing we do, get a whole lot more plants, and instead of having any idea of partitions, we're going to put together what we're calling living walls. Not a completely brand new concept, but not done very often. So this is very much a version 1, pretty simple design. It's just going to have planter boxes at the bottom, trellis, and then some creepers growing up them. If you water them often, the creepers are going to grow thicker, and they're going to be better for sound insulation, and they're going to produce more oxygen. Every time we get one of these walls in, it's going to be able to support a percentage of a single person. So we're going to try and see if we can get the whole place living and breathing and supporting enough oxygen for a whole lot of people to work out of here for as long as they need. Anyway, we better get into it. Mikey and Turo are ripping down that big door. This is a whole slab. Sure.